the goal today is to dispel many common myths with skincare and to help you guys know how you can take care of your skin better. How hard do you have to scrub your face to wash it?
You do not scrub your face to wash it. No.
So it's not the bathroom floor.
And we have gone insane in this country with exfoliating, because I'll have some clients and they will have done an exfoliant in their cleanser, toner, and moisturizer. So it's too much. It changes the feeling of the skin, the pH of the skin.
The seasons, of which we have 4 of them. How does the seasons and weather changes affect the skin?
So Chinese 5 elements, there are 5 seasons.
5?
Yes.
Ah, shit, I just said 4. How do you age gracefully?
Oh boy. It's kind of a loaded question.
Welcome to the Collaborative Resource Hub by Wellness Provisions. We're bridging the gap between mental health, wellness, and rock and roll. I'm Amy McBride, owner of Wellness Provisions, the most badass wellness business. Hey, are you feeling a little stuck in life? I offer wellness coaching sessions. Book a session with me if you're seeking to get healthy and ahead. Sessions are available worldwide. And check this out. Wellness Provisions supplies rock and rollers with high-quality supplements. We've simplified your shopping experience and given you a trustworthy place to go where you can essentially shop blindfolded. And did you know all our Collaborative Resource Hub interviews air on YouTube as well as all major podcast platforms? Subscribe to stay in the loop. Go immerse yourself in the full Collaborative Resource Hub experience over on our website. You'll have access to helpful resources that will inspire and educate you. So let's inspire each other. If that guy did it, so can you. Last but not least, my legal disclaimer. Nothing in this interview or the Collaborative Resource Hub substitutes medical advice. Please connect with your GP if you need medical guidance.
Welcome to the May bonus episode for the Collaborative Resource Hub podcast on skincare. Bet you guys never saw that one coming, but here we are. So I am sitting here in Wilmington at West Meadow Spa with esthetician and friend Tracy Meyer. You can say hi.
Good morning.
So we are here to talk about skincare, and it's really important. And I'm super into it. I went to school for aesthetics, though I did not become a full-on esthetician. I did go to school for it, and it's a passion of mine, which also tying into gut health. So I wanted to say too, my skin used to be super bad, really bad.
Much more sensitive, a lot more going on. Yes.
Yeah. So I used to have really bad breakouts and stuff, and then I ended up starting to see Tracy using Dr. Hauschka skincare, completely switched my skincare, and then also got really into figuring out food sensitivities and just balancing out my gut. So that's why those are some of my strongest passions now, because I've done so much work in those areas for myself.
Done a lot. Yes. Yeah. Supplements. Yeah.
So my skin looks good now. And I see Tracy every couple months. So that's sort of my background with skincare and why I'm interested in this. Tracy, what's yours?
My background is I started off as a hairdresser a long time ago, but then I decided to go into skincare, and it was pretty much it's all I've ever done. 35 years in skincare, more natural skincare, more hands-on, interested in ingredients, that kind of skincare.
Yeah. So
holistic.
Yeah, holistic skincare. So the goal today is to dispel many common myths with skincare and to help you guys know how you can take care of your skin better. So my first question, got a bunch of questions prepared here. What are the main differences between natural skincare and then like conventional medical skincare?
So natural skincare, natural is a term that's a little fuzzy, but skincare that has more natural ingredients, extracts from plants, flowers, stems, fruit, vegetables in some cases.
So real things from the earth as opposed to from a lab.
Correct. And then, cosmeceuticals are more man-made chemicals, fragrance. They would also say natural ingredients, but again, it's super fuzzy.
Yeah. So natural skincare also for people who have like gluten sensitivities or things like that often can have better luck. Natural?
Yes, because gluten, wheat, some people who have nut allergies, some fruit allergies too can be affected by different skincares.
Yeah, okay. What are the different skincare needs for guys versus women?
So men's skin tend to be thicker. They don't have as much, their body doesn't go through the changes, hormonal changes every month like women do. So women tend to be, fluctuate a lot every month. And men pretty much are the same because they don't have that. Their skin is thicker, it's a little bit oilier. It's not saying that some men don't have sensitive skin, a lot of men do, but a lot of them will have sensitive skin because they don't take care of it. Like one thing is hot showers is not a good thing, and that's what men like. A lot of people like to do, so that will add to having a sensitive skin.
Yeah. And I feel like too, like everyone says their skin is sensitive.
Well, truly within the last, say, 20 years, so many more people have autoimmune diseases. So it's this whole sort of undercurrent of skincare now treating people with that. So yes, they will have more sensitive skin because their body has changed, on top of possible food allergies, possible autoimmune disease, and then what you're doing to your skin on a daily basis.
Yeah. Okay. So some basic questions. How hard do you have to scrub your face to wash it?
You do not scrub your face to wash it. No.
So it's not the bathroom floor.
What?
Everybody says, like, it used to be, like, back, like, when I worked in the owls, I would tell people, like, your skin is not the bathroom floor. You don't have to scrub it, because everyone thinks.
No. When I was growing up, we would use, or people use this Buff Puff, which was like a Brillo pad for your face. And I think that just set the tone of more scrubbing, and that was 25-30 years ago that came out, and we've sort of gone off somewhere about over scrubbing our faces. I mean, really, our skin sheds once a month. As we get older, that becomes less, so really you shouldn't be scrubbing your face daily. You should be, anytime you're using anything on your skin, it's really gentle or more pressing into your skin. But I wouldn't scrub your skin at all.
I remember you saying one time, too, this was like forever ago, it was like you put a quarter on your hand and you're like, do you feel the pressure of that?
Right.
Because, like, the skin it's not super, like, I mean, yes, guys have, thicker skin, but, like, your skin is thin. You don't need...
Right. It's super thin, your skin, and even different parts of the face. Like, under your eyes, it's so thin, as opposed to, like, your cheeks or your neck.
And so what's, like, the benefit to washing more with, like, gentle kind of pressing motion?
Well, one, because it's more gentle, but then using a product that works...
I'm also trying to get you to talk about the lymphatic system.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, so the benefit of not scrubbing your face or being more gentle is working with the lymphatic system. So your lymphatic system is your immune system. And your lymph, like when you cut yourself and the clear fluid comes out, that is your lymph. So it is just underneath, it's in the skin, so it's real thin. or the skin is thin, so but the lymph is right there in your skin. So being that your lymph is your immune system, the weight of a quarter on your skin is about what the lymph can handle. So if you put a quarter on your skin, you feel that weight. It doesn't feel like a whole lot. So that ideally is lymphatic drainage. It's very gentle on the body. So on the face, promoting more lymphatic drainage is also a part of taking care of your skin on your face, because if you have too much lymph,
because it reduces, like, people with a lot of puffiness.
So if you have, all right, so your lymphatic system is the clear fluid. It's all over us, and we have lymph nodes in our body, and some of the lymph nodes are all in front of our ears, going down our neck, underneath your arms, in your breast area, the abdominal area, behind your knees. So you'll notice when you get a body massage, they're always moving up, because part of it is they're draining lymph into the nodes, bringing any kind of movement up to the nodes, and then the lymph nodes can filter it. So you either urinate it out, you sweat it out, but it's good to take care of your lymphatic system because it is your immune system. Your lymphatic system does not have a pump to get it around the body. Your blood has the heart to pump everything around the body and circulate it. But that's why they say that exercising, just moving makes such a difference to your body. It's because you're moving the lymph.
Yep.
And a sedentary lifestyle is terrible because you are just sitting, and your lymph can pool. So you will have a little more puffiness. People tend to get a little bit more puffy as they get older. If they're not moving as much, it's because their lymph nodes are becoming clogged. So that's a huge reason why you need to exercise. Just do something 5-10 minutes a day.
Yeah.
Is to help that lymph move. So on your face, ideally, you would cleanse your neck first to promote more lymphatic drainage down here, and then you would work your way up so all of the lymph would drain as you're washing your face.
Perfect. So now you guys know how to properly wash your face. Start with your neck.
And that's a lot for most people.
Yeah. But with knowledge, with knowledge is power, and then just find an esthetician to at least do that for you.
Yeah. That was a lot.
It was. So exfoliation. I don't know if Clarisonics are still popular, but they were before. And then also just like a lot of face scrubs being used too frequently. So what are the side effects of, because you do need exfoliation, especially as you get older, right? Because the cellular turnover is less. What are the side effects of?
So if you exfoliate, our skin sheds. You get new cells every month when we're up to about 20-25. And then the whole process starts to back off and slow down. So you get new cells, those fall off, and like a little sensor in your skin goes off, and it's like, oh, we need to make new cells. So they make new cells and they come up to the surface. But as we get older, that cellular turnover slows down. When you're in your 60s, it could be 6 weeks to 2 months before you get a whole new set of skin. And we have gone insane in this country with exfoliating, because I'll have some clients and they will have done an exfoliant in their, cleanser, toner, and moisturizer. So they've just exfoliated 3 times. And if they're doing that in the morning and then at nighttime, it's too much. It changes the texture of the skin, the feeling of the skin, the pH of the skin. Skins are way more sensitive than they used to be because they're exfoliating so much, and people don't realize that what manufacturers are putting in skincare, anything that says lightening, brightening,
all the acids,
anti-aging, it's all forms of acids or exfoliants that are so gritty. It's too much for the skin. So really just a simple milky cleanser to wash your face and using a washcloth to take it off is plenty. And then really just exfoliating maybe once a week with something more of an enzyme and not an acid or something that's real gritty.
Here's an advert in less than 50 seconds. Are you sick and tired of feeling sick and tired? Do you want to feel better in your mind and body? Then check out the wellness coaching that I offer. It's kind of like therapy. You can share what's on your mind, and then it's all about taking action. You'll learn new tools to help you heal and grow through what's tripping you up. We can focus on anything from physical health to mental health. Schedule a free 15-minute consult over on the website to learn more. And check out our Healthy Touring course. This self-guided online video course is for any level of musician. Whether you tour all the time or only sometimes, you'll learn a ton if your goal is to play better, feel better, and be better. With special appearances by members of Descendants, Teenage Bottle Rocket, The Last Gang, The Lawrence Arms, and more. Head over to the website for all the details. Now, back to the interview.
Okay, and so then you also mentioned the pH of the skin.
Or the little sensor in the skin.
Yeah.
So within the skin, there's something that's called an acid mantle, and that's what regulates the skin's, your body temperature, oiliness of the skin, dryness of the skin, sweating if you're too hot.
And it's like the bacteria defense, like...
It does a lot within the skin, and so much exfoliation, you start to mess with that. And because I don't see a lot of people that do a whole lot of exfoliating, like I've explained all this to my clients, but if you are using more medical skincare, it just changes the pH of the skin. And when I'm touching someone, it's weird. It's like a doughy feel to the skin. It's really unpleasant. And even when you're massaging, the products don't absorb, or they absorb too quick, and there's just not, it's not a good flow for massage. There's a real unbalance of the skin.
Yeah.
When you're using stuff that's that has a lot of acids in it. It depends how long you've been using it, but it's a slippery slope.
And also, I guess the biggest thing too is for someone as like an obvious takeaway is overexfoliation or disrupting the acid mantle it will thin your skin, and then you'll get more wrinkles, and you're going to age a lot faster. And that's sort of like the obvious, like, oh shit kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you're being told a lie, but it's like people, they don't want to talk about it. And there's all this stuff that's happening, and I think most women are going to be really mad when, 20 years from now, and they realize they've done all this exfoliating, and they're damaging their skin more than what they think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The seasons, of which we have 4 of them. How does the seasons and weather changes affect the skin? Or does it? Trick question, it does.
So, Chinese 5 elements, there are 5 seasons.
5?
Yes.
Ah, shit, I just said 4.
Okay.
So what
4-ish. So, yes, winter, spring, summer, late summer, and fall. But we can go with 4. So, our bodies naturally detoxify in the spring and the fall. And when you think of it, those are huge shifts on our planet. So things are coming to life in the spring. There's lots of pollen, humidity, grass growing, everything is bursting. And so that's a lot to come from wintertime where everything is dead. So some people might have more of a problem with their skin transitioning, or their bodies transitioning into warmer weather. Like, I remember I used to get nauseous a lot in the spring because of the onset of all that humidity.
Yeah. Also, quick side note, those are the 2 best seasons to do like body cleansing as well. Not January with your New Year's resolution stuff when your body's in hibernation mode, but when it's in movement. Right.
Wintertime, we are hibernating. We are supposed to be laying low, taking care of ourselves. Spring and fall, we can do, we can exfoliate more, do a cleanse, because everything is shifting that way. Summertime, again, just kind of enjoy the summer, get your vitamin D.
So you're sweating a lot during summer, but still it's not like really like, it's not a transitional season, so your body's not fluctuating.
Not so much.
Yeah.
No. I mean, we're supposed to, get vitamin D, so get some vitamin D. But some people tend to be drier in the summertime too, with being in air conditioning or being outside in the sun. So again, some skins, thicker sunscreens, people can be dry then as well.
What's your 2 cents on sunscreen SPF?
I would go more natural. I would buy anything more from a health food store, something that has more zinc and what's the
Titanium
dioxide.
Yeah, the mineral sunscreen as opposed to like the oxy, benzo, whatever the something.
Or more of a physical sunscreen,
That's
a
right.
hat with little flaps on it. I mean, you can't go wrong. Or like when I go to the beach, I wear like a swim shirt, because then you don't have to worry about applying everything, because you just one and done. You got your shirt on or you got the big hat, and just don't. So I will wear a more natural skincare when I go to the beach, but on the everyday, I do not. I have a product from Delaterre that I use for the everyday.
Do you want to mention that, like a pistachio-sized nutshell about the sun diffuser?
So the sun diffuser, as you can see, even though it's a sun diffuser, it diffuses the harmful rays of the sun, but it will let you absorb the vitamin D. How it does that? Broccoli seed extract is amazing sun diffuser. It's also got lots of turmeric in it. You can see it's very orange, and it also has red raspberry seed extract, so lots of antioxidants. So yeah, that's what I will use on my face, neck and chest every day.
So it's protective,
right?
But you're still able to get like the the benefits of the sun,
right?
Of which there are lots, you guys.
Yeah.
The sun is important. Okay, what kind of things do not help your skin?
Long hot showers, using products that are very drying on your skin, alcohol, so that's a lot of sugar, wheat, which are then usually we're drinking those in the evening, so they're sitting in your body. Cigarette smoking.
Yeah, those are all the things people tend to enjoy.
Moderation. Yes. Yeah, I'll show you real quick. I remember someone told me about cigarette smoking, and they said, so like, well, why is it so bad for your skin? Okay. Well, for like, if this is the top of your skin and these are the little capillaries and then these are the vein.
Those are all dead.
Right. So the smoke in your oxygen that you breathe in stops it. So it pretty much could be in your veins, but it slows it, makes it sluggish. So it doesn't actually get up to your capillaries like it should. And by the time it reaches your skin, so your skin is not getting all of its oxygen and being fed. That's why a lot of smokers' skin, as they get older, I would say, depends how much you've been smoking, can look really unhealthy, gray, because it's not getting enough oxygen.
Yeah, no nutrients. And also remember that those small capillaries go to your brain, your muscles, and things like that. So generally, oxygen is what makes things function well. So if it's not getting all the oxygen... Anyway, moving on to the next question. Blemish-prone skin. What are tips on how to prevent or take care of blemish-prone skin?
One basic thing is you can change your pillowcase every couple of...
I do it every night.
Really?
I put one pillowcase on, and then like this side is, Monday night, then Tuesday night, take it off, put a new one on.
Yes.
Game changer.
Using more of a gentle cleanser on your skin. You don't have to scrub. Again, it's not needed. Just very gentle. More you can kind of massage in all the little corners and get around. And taking it off with a washcloth, that's plenty for just taking off that bit of oil and dead skin that can be clogging your pores. Again, don't wash your face with hot water, more like lukewarm. Get facials. I wouldn't really do your own extractions a whole lot. Save that for a professional.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope.
Yes.
So, like, extractions obviously being, like, popping pimples.
Right.
It can aggravate it more because you're inclined to get rid of it as soon as you see it, and it's nowhere near the stage yet.
Apparently, like, a whitehead is there. Apparently, it's either, it's attacking something that's there. So ideally, you're supposed to leave the whitehead there. So it will go away over a couple of days, but it's got to come to a head, and everybody wants to get rid of it. Again, too.
Yeah. Well, it's also like when you're sick and you have a fever, like you want to get rid of the fever, but the fever's doing something.
Yes.
So,
exactly.
we have so many lessons to learn. But also, okay, so with the blemish prone skin, I would imagine oil-free moisturizers are still all the rage versus using this, treating the skin like with like, so putting oil on oily skin.
Right. Homeopathically, you're ideally to treat the skin like with like. So if you have a bit of oil on your skin, but it's also mixed in with some bacteria and dead skin. So yes, doing a gentle cleanse and then actually giving your skin an oily skin moisturizer, because then you're kind of tricking the skin to thinking, oh, you're adding oil to it, but this is it's balancing the skin rather than adding to the oil. So yeah. And it is mentally hard to get over that for clients who have an oily skin. But once they do it, they're like, oh my God, I had no idea.
Because stripping, like keeping the oil off your skin, it's going to cause it to want to produce more. So it's just fuel to the fire. But then if you're putting the oil on, then it allows it to actually stabilize.
Correct.
Yeah. Love it. How do you age gracefully?
Oh boy. It's kind of a loaded question. To me, I mean, it's not just your face. There's a whole body that's connected to this. So I kind of feel like if you're trying your best every day, taking care of yourself, spending time with yourself, knowing who you are, that shows on the outside. And taking care of your skin is part of it. Lots of deep breaths helps.
But it's true though too, because I mean, like again, like holistically, looking at the body holistically, so all the different elements are like things that we do and how it affects us. So like if you're in a good headspace and you're exercising, can help keep you in a good headspace. Exercising helps with lymphatic drainage. I mean, it's like everything is interlinked.
Right. Yeah, and then you're not so hard on yourself, and then you don't take it out on yourself, and then having wonderful friends and spending time with them. It's not just like one thing.
And also like when you're happier and like, enjoying friends and just like life is more awesome, because of the food you eat and the exercise and things like that are like good for your gut and then helping your brain and helping your mood, then you're not even like, you don't have time to look in the mirror and be like, what is that wrinkle on my face? You don't notice it and you're smiling, and then people don't see the wrinkle because you're smiling. It's a snowball effect of awesomeness.
And but I feel like what we've done to women over the last, for sure, 20 years is terrible. We've just made them feel so insecure about how they're supposed to look, and it's unhealthy. Because we are supposed to age gracefully, and this is it. Especially using more natural skincare line. It's like we're taught to fight skin. I'm going to fight the aging. Well, yeah, but you don't want this to look like 30, but there's still all the rest of it. You have to. It doesn't make any sense. So it's like you have to work with it.
Yeah.
And as I said, it's not just one area. So like friends and eating good foods and taking care of yourself. That to me is how you work gracefully. It's working together.
Yeah. I also, it made me think, I used to tell customers like in the aisles, again, like even within the shelves of skincare at Whole Foods, there's still very different choices you can be making. So like getting something that's more like a, I'm thinking of like De La Terre, for example, or like Evan Healy, or something that's like more of like a plant-based thing as opposed to like all the acids and, you know, like the medical kind of stuff. It's like looking at your skin as either like a lifestyle change, supporting it as a lifestyle change, or a diet. So like the diet would be like the more like conventional
switching, trying what's really popular,
and it's like, only working when you're on it, as opposed to like sustainable longevity.
Right. And so I've had people ask me like, well, how do you know it's a good skincare line? And I'm thinking, well, when you cut out all perfumes, chemicals, fillers, you have to look up some stuff. But it's like when you just look at the basics, that weeds a lot of stuff out. So
yeah. What are some top tips for guys and for women? Just like, you know, specific, if you got anything left to share.
Well, again, lukewarm water to wash your face. I love a hot shower too, but it's sort of like I try and do a warm shower, and then at the end, maybe just a little bit of hot, but for the most part, warm to lukewarm, wash your face. Products that are more hydrating instead of drying. Drinking lots of water, coconut water, eating lots of oils, coconut oil, avocado, olive oils. All that hydration from the inside is definitely going to show on the outside. We do need sun, so a little 10-15 minutes of sun every day, unprotected.
Yeah. And so if people were, any Wilmington people need to get a facial from Tracy because she's phenomenal. But if they don't, if they're not here but they're interested, any tips on finding a good, seeking out a good esthetician, and also why get a facial, once a month or every season or whatever?
I suggest facials once a month is wonderful, but that is not always in a budget. So
but it is wonderful.
Yeah, for sure, 4 times a year. So the change of every season, to do either a little bit stronger exfoliation in the spring or the fall, or just to have somebody exfoliate your skin. Oh my goodness! a lot of people know how good a body massage feels. So when you have it done on your face, and I feel like it's different on your face because we massage your scalp. I do the ears. I get all of your lymph going on your neck and your chest, and then so by the time we work up here, and people don't realize how much tension they hold in their scalp, neck, ears, face, clenching in their jaw. Such a release. All of that promotes more circulation, so then more blood flow can get in. And then I have different stones that I use on the face, gemstone therapy. But then there's also cupping that I do on the face. And then this is all for lymphatic drainage, different methods of that.
Yeah.
It just feels so wonderful. I used to do body massage, and how I learned, we also did the abdomen. But so many people don't do the abdomen.
Yeah.
But once you have it done, you're like, why not?
Yeah.
This is one of the best parts.
Yeah, yeah. And also, guys, because I know a lot of you guys watching are guys, you need to get facials also.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you. How many guys have I dated that you've given a facial to? A lot.
Yeah,
they all love them.
Yeah, they're all hesitant, but once they do it, they're why didn't I do this sooner? And it doesn't have to be an extensive skincare line either. It's just but a good, cleanser and moisturizer, and then that also, what we were talking about, seasonal, needing to tweak skincare for the seasons, because if you're doing one skincare in the summertime when it's hot and humid, it's completely different from the wintertime when it's cold and dry. So you for sure have to change something, because living in this environment has changed.
Yeah. Mic drop. Yep. I mean, you got anything else? I feel like we covered a lot of ground, shared a lot of important tips, what to do, what not to do.
You are due for a facial.
I am. Yeah. I'm excited. I need to get one. Anyway, yeah, your skin is the largest organ on your body, and it's the first line of defense.
Scrubby gloves, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, if you guys have any skincare questions, I will link Tracy's information on somewhere, the description of whatever this is going to be on, and you can reach out to her, you can reach out to me, and yeah, thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.